حتى تعلموا ما تقولون ولا جنبا إلا عابري سبيل حتى تغتسلوا. And nor a person in a state of janaba should cross. عابري سبيل, should cross over, meaning in the masjid, from one end of the masjid to the other end of the masjid. So if the masjid has 2 doors and you are on the other end, or you are inside, now you're in a state of janaba, you cannot cross over. The only way you can cross over, if there is no exit except one exit, is to do tayammum and then make a move out of the masjid. That's your only way. You cannot continue to walk in the masjid and go out, because that's the only gate. This is why those people who live in the masjid or employed in the masjid and live on the other end of the masjid, and when they come out of that room in a state of janaba and they need to cross the masjid, they should have soil, they should have sand by which they can perform tayammum and then leave, because they have to go through the masjid. A lot of this thing, no one is prepared. We become members of the masjid, but without a slightest element of knowledge about what one should do, in which circumstance one should react how. We merely employ them. Imam Sahib, there's your pillow and there's your quilt, off you go. And Fajr Salah is that time, by the way. And that's it. Without giving them knowledge, this is the parameter of the masjid, Imam, and this is where the toilet is, this is where the kitchen is, etc. By the way, your room is alright on the other end. And here is a bit of soil, and here is a bit of whatever you would need, if in case. But you see that structure doesn't exist, because we are not people of structures, we are people of ignorance. We know how to build, but we don't know what the purpose of it is. We build rooms, but we don't know how to facilitate the learning. We build rooms, but we don't know how many students will this room facilitate. What is the safety and security procedures and requirements of having a pupil in one class? What is the need and requirement of a student nowadays? Every school is facilitated with a whiteboard or an interactive whiteboard. Why put £3 million into a masjid and one part of it you say it is Darul Uloom, we're going to create ulamas of the future, and you don't even have one single interactive whiteboard there to engage the youngsters according to the element and knowledge that is required in this country. It's not compulsory, but it certainly is effective. So we don't think about the effectivity of it. حَتَّى تَغْتَسِلُوا, up until you have done ghusl, you may not cross this angle of the masjid.